This is the second part in our series of me driving truck in North America. We got a border guard who is a real Boy Scout. He sent me for a full inspection, so we got the truck x-rayed. One guy came in here, went through the entire cab inside and out. But the fun thing is, now we have no time left on our log. We've actually been playing truck game for probably, what, 4 years now together?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and how long ago did you get your CDL?
About 2 years almost.
Compared to SCS Software, there's no way I'm coming back to it. Whoo-wee. What a morning, what a day, what a week. Hello and welcome to another episode of SCS on the Road. This is the second part in our series of me driving truck in North America. I'm currently back in Canada for vacation and decided to go out trucking. So this is week number 2. Last week we went down to Fort Worth, Texas. This week we're going to Omaha, Nebraska. On the last trip we did break one of the lines for the auto greaser, the one that goes to the fifth wheel. So we do have to stop this morning and get that fixed. We finally got a hold of the guy. It's currently Sunday morning, about 7 a.m. Still dark here, but that's okay. So we're already on duty. We're gonna get started on our pre-trip. I've already unlatched the hood here. That's all I've done. I haven't even started the truck yet or nothing. So without further ado, let's get at it. All right, so let's check the oil first. Oh yeah, we're good. We just got oil change there last trip as well. We can see our coolant is down a little bit, but it is above the add mark. Tires looking good. Usually Saturdays or whatever day we have off, that's our day for doing maintenance, and that is kind of an extended pre-trip as well. Tires got lots of meat on them, which is nice because it's wintertime. Now that we know everything under here is good, we can go ahead and start the truck up and get it warming up. Throw the lights on. We're always checking the frame for any cracks, especially around any bolted components, the hubs for leaks. Lights are all good. Let's hop up and check the load. Another load from Gerdau. I'm not really pleased with how it was loaded. Once again, this is extremely goofy. Makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. So yeah, we got corner protectors on everything for this load, just because I did want to try to squeeze it as much as possible. So the corner protectors will help the strap kind of slide over the edge instead of bite the edge. So one final thing we got to do before we hit the road is open up our winter front. When you're parked, you can have it closed all the way, but when we are going down the road, we want to have it open so that the intercooler, or the air-to-air for the turbo, is getting some air. And that's pretty much our pre-trip. I'm just going to fill out the paperwork on the electronic log. That's it, we're ready to go. Just going to keep an eye on the trailer and the little mirror there. All good. Roll the window up because it's chilly outside. So now we got no choice but to roll on the throttle. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so a little midday update here. It's now noon and we are on the Blue Water Bridge. Here at the Blue Water Bridge, it's really fun. They have 2 lines, one to get through the tolls and then one to get through customs. So we already made it through the tolls, and now we are in the line to go over the bridge and get to customs. Technically, I am breaking the law by using an electronic device, but I'm also over international waters, so we are away from the border now. That took about 2 hours to get across. We got a border guard who was a real Boy Scout, and he thought he got me, you know, because he asked me when was the last time I crossed at Sarnia or at Port Huron. I told him the truth. It's been a couple years. He says, well, what have you been doing? I said, well, I've been living in the Czech Republic. And he goes, and what are you doing there? And I said, I work for a video game company. Oh, you just decided to come back here and drive truck? Yeah. He sent me for a full inspection, so we got the truck x-rayed. Then we had to go park at the dock, open up the trailer, open up the cab, went inside, talked to them, they come out. One guy came in here, went through the entire cab inside and out. So it's fine, it's their job, I guess, but I don't know. Of all the things to be skeptical about, like the fact that I just like came back to drive truck, that really bothered him. I don't know, that's got me perplexed. But the fun thing is, now we have no time left on our log. We have to boogie. I'm actually running out of time as we speak. So I'm gonna hammer down, hit the road here. We gotta try to get to Walcott tonight. It's not the end of the world if we don't, but if we don't make it to Walcott, there's not much of the way of parking for like the 2 hours before that. So let's get at it, because we're wasting time. Talk to you guys soon. So we are currently here in Battle Creek, Michigan. I started getting real heavy eyelids there just after Lansing, and when I got onto 94 there, just before Battle Creek, I did one of those heavy blinks. I don't know what you want to call it, long blink. And that was it for me. That's all it takes, just one of those, and I'm going to bed. So that's exactly what we did. We pulled into the TA here. I'm gonna try and do a split sleeper berth here, so we're gonna try and take 2 hours off right now. So yeah, I just kind of messed up day. And that's what I always say with trucking, like, don't make plans. You know, whatever you think is gonna happen, however you think it's gonna go, it's not gonna go that way. It is what it is. So yeah, dark out now, but no snow, nice clear night. So gonna hit the road, get across Chicago at least, and figure it out from there. Welcome back. So we made it quite a bit farther than I was originally anticipating when we were in Battle Creek. I was thinking we would only make it to Ottawa there at 39 where the Loves is, or Princeton max. Still didn't make it to Walcott like we originally planned for this morning. So we're gonna go to bed. We're probably gonna be off duty by 10:45 here. It's currently 10:30. Then we can be up and doing our pre-trip at 6:45 in the morning, because we just have to take 8 hours off since we split the logbook by taking 2 hours off in Battle Creek. So hopefully there's parking here, but oh, I think there's lots of parking. Yes, I know, thank you. Now this is the kind of thing I love. These guys are so unbelievably lazy. Look at all the parking back there. So we're gonna try and find ourselves an owner-operator spot. Now I explained that kind of in the last video. Owner-operator spot is a spot where your hood will not get tore off. We'll nose into a parking spot if we can, and if we can't, then we're just gonna try to look for a nice truck to park beside, because usually guys that have nice trucks take care about what they do. Or we can park beside this cattle hauler here. He's got a nice long truck. So I'm gonna roll his window down so I can make sure I can see there's nothing in the shadow there. Oh, it smells stinky. So it looks like he's got an empty cattle pot here, but not washed out yet, which explains the smell. Ooh, she smells. So everything's looking bueno on the post trip. Pretty easy day, minus a few hiccups there at the border and with the auto greaser. Auto greaser wasn't a hiccup, we just had to stop and get it fixed, but lost a little bit of time there, lost a lot of time at the border. Like I said, never make plans of trucking. It's gonna go how it goes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, general feelings about trucking now that this is my second week on the road here. It's fun. I miss the driving part now that I had that kind of problem with the border. now I'm kind of remembering some of the reasons, I guess, why I left. And, you know, even last week they were there, but, you know, it's ups and downs. Like, I feel like one day I love it, the next day I'm kind of grumpy on it. It's weird, you know, like when I was in Prague, I really, really missed it. But now that I'm here, I really, really miss Prague. And I think maybe if I didn't have the ties to Prague that I do right now, I'd be having a lot more fun right now. But I think now that, you know, I've been away from my girlfriend for more than a week now, and I haven't seen any of my friends in Czech Republic or any of my colleagues since before Christmas. I think I'm just kind of, you know, I'm out of my routine, I'm out of my funk, so I'm missing that. So if I didn't have all that, I'd probably be having more fun, but I wouldn't trade all that for this, for like anything. Like, I really want to be back in Prague right now with my friends and my girlfriend. So probably another life, I could make it work, but for me, I think my time in the truck is done. I'll probably take every opportunity I can to get behind the wheel to drive a truck, whether it's European or American or whatever, but I think coming out here and like trying to make a living out of it, I think we're done with that. Anyways, that's it for me for now. Like I said, I'm gonna hop to bed and I'll talk to you guys in the morning. We messed up a little bit. I overslept by an hour. Upside of that is I feel great. Downside is we are getting a late start and we are going to miss our appointment significantly. So we let our dispatch know already. So I asked her just to change the unloading appointment to tomorrow. We'll see if they have anything. Either way, we're gonna run right now. So let's idle over there, get some fuel, and we'll hit the road. Hooey. What a morning, what a day, what a week. So we just finished getting our truck washed here at the Truckomat at the Iowa 80, world's largest truck stop. So yeah, so right before we got here, literally we were a mile from the exit, we got a call from our dispatch. Our unloading appointment changed to tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., so 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. our time. So we're going to take it easy today now, which is great because I was feeling really good this morning, and now I can feel really good all day with no pressure on me, no stress. So I'm gonna run inside there, have a little walk. I'm not gonna bring the camera inside. If you wanna see the inside of the Iowa 80, there's a ton of videos out there. I don't really like walking around with the camera, you know, in a public space like that because So I guess we ended up bringing the camera in after all. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage of what's available inside the Iowa 80 there. So yeah, let's hit the road out of the Iowa 80 here. Okay, so we just got to the Loves here on the west side of Omaha, Nebraska. Really nice sunset happening here. It's currently 6 o'clock Eastern, so 5 o'clock local time. We're gonna just hang out, maybe go to bed early, and wake up early, get over to State Steel where we're gonna unload, get unstrapped. So we'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so we checked in. And they asked us just to pull over to the right door here. They're gonna pull us inside, we'll open up the kit. Oh, door's opening right now, perfect. So yeah, we're gonna pull inside, open up the kit, and they'll tell us what to do. So now we're inside. We've gone through and backed all our straps off and opened the back door. So we've already gone inside as well, taken off all of our corner protectors. So now we're just gonna open up the trailer. And that nubbin's gonna flip up. And the whole load is exposed. Easy. Okay, so we've unstrapped the load entirely. And the receivers come through and they've painted the bundles. So they paint the end of the bundles for them to identify them easier inside the shop here. Done a little bit of housekeeping too. We picked up all of our tie downs, threw them in the front in the headache rack there. And we also moved all of our winches to the back of the trailer here. So yeah, now they've told us we're unloading in bay 2 and 7. Now it's just a matter of sitting tight till everyone else in front of us is done, and then we are out of here. So we are all unloaded now. Nice empty trailer here. We had to move the kit to the back there for them to get the front bundles there. Pretty neat little system we got to open up the front. So the back, you saw the crank handle. For the front, we just have an air switch. So pretty nifty. There's just some like little hooks here in the front of the kit, and it slides up and that comes down and pins it to the front. You gotta have the back let off so that the front can get right up there. And then you lock it in, then you can tighten up the back. I got a message from my dispatch. We do have a load to pick up, so we'll give her a call once we're done with this and find out where we're going. Hey, I'm empty here in Omaha.
Awesome, so 3 o'clock was the only pickup appointment I could get.
3 p.m.?
But they're pretty decent there, yeah.
Yeah, okie doke.
How are you gonna be?
Oh, we'll make it for 3 o'clock, no problem, but last few times I was in there, they made me wait, but that's all fine. We're in no big rush.
Okie dokie, smokies.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Chat in a bit.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So again, not at all like the games. No load board to choose so many different loads from. I mean, she sees the load board, but the loads kind of come up and they disappear. Actually, this load is from one of her contacts, so we actually didn't even use a load board for this. But right now, we're gonna boogie out of Omaha as quick as we can, get up north, probably into Norfolk before we stop, unless we see something on the way, maybe a quick star or something. Fingers crossed. So I'm just gonna do the logbook up real quickly, and we are going to hit the road. All right, so we made it to Norfolk. We are currently here in a very long line to check in. We're not too big of a rush tonight. We only have to get like maybe, once we get loaded, we have to get about 3 hours down the road to be good for tomorrow. We're not reloading after this trip. I'm just going home and then hopping on a plane back to Czech Republic. So we're gonna sit here in this lineup, and once we are through, we'll go set up the trailer. So basically what we've done is we've set up coil bunks. So we use these steel pieces here. They kind of keep the wood from sliding outwards. So then the coils will sit cradled in this. This is special beveled wood with grooves cut in it so that the coil bunk sits there. That way the wood is sitting flat on the trailer. So we got one set here, one set there, and there's gonna be single file 9 of these wire coils all the way down the trailer. Let's go. So to start, that's gonna go through there. Hiya. Woo. Woo. This is where things get goofy. This, you gotta go through that way. Like a baseball. Woo! So that's it, we're done. So that's how we strap down slinkies. I feel like I was pulling back a little too far, scrunching the straps up a little too much. I should have gone a little more straight. In my defense, it's been over 2 years since I've hauled a load of slinkies, but not good for the longevity of the straps, but also those straps are kind of due for replacing at 9 years old. So yeah, we're good. So we're gonna hit the road. We're probably gonna try to get to Des Moines, at least in Iowa. I would love to be able to get to Walcott, but I feel like we're not gonna be able to get that out today. So we'll hit the road, see where we end up. So I just pulled into Walcott here, and just as I was backing in, this guy was walking out. So this is my friend Kendall. We've actually been playing truck game for probably, what, 4 years now together?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and how long ago did you get your CDL?
About 2 years almost. It'd be 2 years in June of this year.
And it was pretty much just playing American Truck Simulator what got you interested in it?
Yes, sir, that's about it.
Did you have any background in trucking before that? Any family members?
Nope.
Really?
First generation truck driver. All I've ever done is play ATS, and one day I decided to get my CDL, and here we are.
So what was the kind of inspiration behind that? Like, you just put so many hours in the game and you thought, well, why aren't I doing this for money?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's awesome. And we got your truck here behind you. Can you tell me a little bit about who you're working for and about the truck?
So it's a 95 379. It's got a C15 and a turnaround 15 speed. And I work for IMT Transport out of Garner, Iowa.
How long were you playing American Truck Simulator for, first of all?
I probably started playing American Truck Simulator somewhere around 2018, 2019. And then from then on, I got my license 2 years ago, so.
And how much of what you experienced in American Truck Simulator, how much of that translated into helping you get your CDL and get started in trucking?
A lot of it, honestly. I mean, like I said, I never driven truck before now, and playing ATS kind of taught me how to back and, you know, how to swing wide for turns and stuff like that. You know, there's some things that can't teach you, right? But for the most part, you get the good basics of driving a truck.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, hey, it's a pleasure to see you. Maybe we can take a little more closer look at the truck?
Sure. So yeah, she's an old truck, but she gets the job done. She's been around the block a few times.
So is this a career for you going forward, or just something you're just doing for fun temporary, or what do you think?
I don't know. I enjoy driving truck. I like being over the road. I like being out here. I mean, it makes for a good time. It's a good way to pass the time too. So I can see myself doing it for a while. I don't know about for life, but for a long time, yeah.
How often, like, how long are you on the road for?
I usually stay out about 4 or 5 weeks at a time.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, really just kind of cool happen chance here that literally as I was pulling in, he was pulling out. I'm looking at him, I'm like, I think I know that guy, and he's looking at me, and yeah, that was cool, man. So, yeah, well, go get breakfast or something?
Sure.
Awesome. So since we're here back at Walcott, and they're open today, we're gonna take a little visit into the Iowa 80 Trucking Museum. So let's head inside. That was a lot of fun. Got some souvenirs, of course. Kind of wasted a little bit of time here at the museum, plus getting to see my buddy Kendall, who I never actually met in real life before. Like I said, we've been playing video games for like 4 years together, primarily American Truck Simulator. And he does have a really cool story. You know, before he was driving truck, he was doing rigging, and no connection to the trucking industry whatsoever, but he played the game lots, finally decided just to go get his license and start trucking. So really cool to finally meet him, and really crazy how I ran into him. I was literally just backing into the parking spot, and there he was coming out of the truck stop. So cool day so far, but we got some miles to put down still. We've wasted like an hour and a half here already. Like, now we kind of messed ourselves up because we're gonna go through Chicago at the beginning of rush hour by the time we get there. We'll see, let's hit the road, find out. footage from today. So we're here at the border now, and she is very backed up. We're still way up here on the bridge, as you can see. So yeah, gonna sit in line, clear customs, and hit the road into Canada. So I just met a guy there to pick up some log sheets for us. He does like printing. So I just stopped to pick up a couple cases, and while I was putting them in the trailer, I actually fell off of the deck plate. Now it's not a very big fall, maybe 4 feet or so, but I landed right on my side, and I can feel it in my hip really bad. I'm just in a lot of pain right now. So I was just rushing. I figured I would just stop in here really quickly and grab these log sheets and get back on the road. I don't know why I was rushing. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock, and if we carry on down the road, we'll be at Laurel Steel in an hour. But I was rushing, and I just slipped and fell on the icy deck plate there. My head is killing me right now. I think most of the fall was stopped when I landed on my side, but my head kind of tweaked like that. So I'm gonna go lie down in the sleeper for a little bit. Don't think I have a concussion or anything, but definitely not feeling great. I don't even know if I'm in a parking spot right now, but I'll check in a little bit. Okay, so we are here at our delivery now in Burlington, Ontario. After my tumble, I took a little nap in the back there, cleared my head. Still feel quite crappy. But yeah, we're gonna hop outside real quick, throw on our safety gear, and get unstrapped because I can see the forklift is already coming for us. So. We are now all empty here. Trailer's all cleaned up and everything's put away. So it's about 2:30 now. We're gonna be hitting the start of rush hour going through Toronto. It is what it is. I'm not worried about it. We're going home. We don't have to reload or nothing like that. So just gonna take our time. And yeah, this is the home stretch. So, I would say this week is about a typical week for the life of a cross-border truck driver. Went down to the US, dropped off, picked up, came back up. First week, I think, was mostly just me kind of stressing myself out with the E-log and getting back into the groove of using that. I really hate the E-log because it starts making you think of your life in like 15-minute increments. Like, okay, I gotta park the truck, that takes 15 minutes. All right, I gotta run inside, grab my fax. Okay, that takes 15 minutes. Okay, get back out to the truck, get on the highway, that takes 15 minutes. It's like everything is 15 minutes, you know? And it really, not a nice feeling. I really hate it, to be honest. All things considered, I'm quite happy with it. I hope you guys are happy with it. It's not all bad. I know I've been kind of dragging it a little bit. I've had some fun this trip. I mean, just cruising down the road and, you know, listening to some good old country music and just driving in the sunset there in Iowa, like, that was the happiest I've been driving since the last time I was driving truck. Like, you know, nothing compares to it for me. I'm quite happy to have done it, but there's no way I'm coming back to it. Compared to SCS Software, compared to the dream job I have of working on American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2 with all my talented colleagues. This doesn't even compare. If you're working a job that you're not sure you're happy with, if you're really enjoying the time you spend on American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, then I'd say give it a shot. I think you can make a good career out of it, and I think if I can do it, you can do it. That's what I always used to tell my students at the driving school. Final departing thoughts. This was a lot of fun. I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. But that said, I will jump at the chance at every opportunity to drive a truck. You know what I mean? I'm really lucky that SCS sees fit to send me on business trips where I get to visit manufacturers and occasionally drive some of these trucks. I mean, I'm still loving that. I'm still loving driving this. This is like the best, but I don't want to live back there. But at the same time, I also kind of loved it too, so I don't know. I'm really conflicted right now, but well, let's get parked up here. So we pulled our trailer too. Like I said, normally for parking, I only pull out the yellow button. But of course, if we're gonna be dropping the trailer, we gotta pull the red button too. I always like to unpin the fifth wheel as the very last thing, so that if I forget anything else, that'll be the last thing. If you do this first, then you forget to put the landing gear and then you pull away, pop. If you put the landing gear down and pull this, forget to disconnect those, boing. So yeah, let's do things in a good order here. So landing gear first for me. So typically they're 2 speeds. You can pull it out. I don't know if you really saw it. You can pull it out for low gear or push it in for high gear. We're gonna do high gear because high gear is gonna be faster. So now we're gonna come over here. We know our red button is out. These are really kind of finicky to get on, but really easy to get off. I always make sure that the rubbers didn't get screwed up. And last, I'm gonna come under here and pull this latch. That's kind of it for the week. Now we're just gonna clean up the truck, take all our stuff out, go home, do some laundry, do our paperwork, which is just putting numbers onto columns and handing that in, and that's it. That's the typical week of a truck driver. About half hour more paperwork and we're done. Again, I know the footage probably wasn't the greatest or most interesting. I mean, it's just me alone here with an action camera, and I'm no Hollywood director. This was kind of a last minute idea to do since I was gonna be here anyways, driving truck for a vacation because I'm crazy. And I hope it turned out well. I hope you guys had fun. If you were thinking about getting into truck driving, I hope this kind of helped you make a decision. And if not, then yeah, I just hope you had fun. I hope this maybe will give you some inspiration for your journeys in American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2. But it's cold outside, so I'm gonna get going. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments here and I'll answer them as best as I can. Any questions you guys might have about trucking or getting into trucking. But otherwise, we'll catch you guys on the next episode of SCS on the Road. The video didn't freeze, I was just standing really still.